Right, just getting everything set up real quick. Let's adjust the camera just a teensy little bit. Okay, now chat, and then we're just going to make sure that I can see in this window whenever stuff comes up. I want to make sure that I can respond to everyone. Yes. Oh my gosh, you guys. Okay, so I have been really excited to do this stream. So we are back in Furry-Paws, and we are going back to the first line of our Australian Shepherds, and we're going to be breeding them and seeing what kind of crazy coat colors we get. The reason I am so excited for this stream is because Furry-Paws does not give you a way to speed through the aging process of your dogs. So you are literally having to log in every single day, just one day at a time, taking care of your dogs to get them up to the ages that you want. And if you can see by the list of the dogs that we have here, it says age like 101, 102, 103. That is days. So yes, I have been taking care of these dogs for a little less than 100 days because when they start as puppies, like they start at like 6 days old. So for the ones I generated myself, I've been raising them since 6 days old. But in order to get them here to their final breeding, I had to raise them up to retirement age, essentially, where they no longer compete in competitions. And then this is going to be it for them before they retire. Now, going through this list, all of the females here, we are going to be breeding all of the females, but I don't think we're ending up using all of the males. I don't remember, but I have it in my Excel spreadsheet, which I'm not going to share on the screen because it's a mess, but yeah, so without further ado, I am so ready to get into this. Now, all of these dogs, I have had them locked, and that just means that freezes them in time. So a lot of these dogs were at like slightly different ages, and so I just kind of would wait till they got to the retirement age, and then I would lock them and freeze them in place. So now we're going to go here. We are going to unlock all of them. So look at this. I have this nice full kennel. And then we're going to start breeding. Now let's go to our breeding center. And I do have several other breeds that I am raising right now. So I'm just going to go ahead and filter this by breed every single time that I'm here. And we're going to start with our first pairing. So our first pairing is going to be Feast on the Wicked and Bananas Foster. For a lot of these pairings tonight, I don't have a particular gene target for any of them. And this is one of those pairings where I put in my notes, just curious. We're just going to see what happens when we put Feast on the Wicked and Bananas Foster together. So let's go ahead and find... Where is Bananas Foster and Feast on the Wicked. All right, let's go. Ooh, they had 10 puppies. That's really good. We like to have large litters. All right, and so the first thing that we have to do is we have to vaccinate them and do gene tests on them. So I'm just going to search for $1 and $1 on these because there are plenty of people who do really, really cheap stuff. So we're going to vaccinate this litter and then go to the gene test and run the gene test on everybody. So that's great. So we can even go ahead and look through this really quickly and just make sure that all the puppies are in great health. And they are all excellents all across the board. So it really is just going to be up to us to see if they are interesting looking and see what we want to do with them. So now let me go back to my kennel. And now a new tab pops up here called litters. And so we are actually going to go through, we're just going to start looking through these puppies. Let's see here. We've got, okay, puppy 1. This one actually looks like another stud that I have named Marble. Ooh, okay. I don't have a dog that looks like this. This one's pretty interesting. It says this is a brindle red and white with the Irish pattern with Isabella sable and ticking. This one's really interesting. I might keep this one just because of that appearance. And then this one, it says a red Merle and white, but of course you're not really seeing the Merle pattern right now. This has an Irish pattern going on, and it has chocolate sable and ticking. So this dog's like kind of cute, but also kind of plain. Okay, here's another plain dog. This one does have brindling in it, but as like with the other one with the Merle, you're not really seeing that brindle pattern very much. Then puppy 5, pretty cute. I do have some dogs that look similar to this. Puppy 6 looks about the same. Ooh, puppy 7. This has got something really interesting going on. I've never seen a dog like this. So we have a red and white Irish with Isabella sable and ticking. That's really interesting. I may keep that dog, just this one is like truly unique. I have seen others that look like, I think it was puppy 2. Yeah, I've seen other dogs pop up that look like this, but I have not seen dogs that look like, we're going to be skipping all the investigators. I have never seen a dog that looks like this, so puppy 7 may be our keeper here. Okay, puppy 8, again similar to something I already have. And then this one just has kind of a more expected sable. So this is a chocolate sable on red, so it's not gonna be that different. And then puppy 10. Okay, so we're definitely gonna mark puppy 7 as the one that we're gonna keep. Going to keep you, and we're gonna take care of doing all of the names later. So now, let's go back to our breeding center, and let's see who pairing number 2 is. Okay, so pairing number 2 is going to be Ghostly Silence and French Vanilla Pie. And this one, it looks like I was wanting to get a heterozygous roaning pattern, ideally. So we'll see that whenever the gene tests pop up. I can look really quickly at that. I think it was just because I was wanting to get some more roans in my breeding stock, just to preserve that as a trait. So let's go Ghostly Silence and French Vanilla Pie. Australian Shepherd. So here's French Vanilla Pie, who has that extreme pie balding gene. Where's Ghostly Silence? There you are. Okay. And here we go. All right, again, 10 puppies. That's great. We love that. So we're going to view that litter. We're going to go ahead and take care of the vaccinations and the gene tests. We're just going to search for this again. So let's go ahead and vaccinate the whole litter. Give them that gene test, and let's see if we can find that heterozygous roaning. So first of all, let's just look and make sure that we're all in excellent health. Yeah, all of these puppies are all excellent across the board. We love that. Okay, so now let me see which ones are going to have that roaning. It looks like puppy 2. Ooh, and puppy 2 is also going to have double brindling, so that's really nice. Puppy 2 should look pretty interesting. And let's see. Puppy 6 is also a double brindle and a roaning candidate. Puppy 7 is just roaning. Puppy 8 is just roaning. Okay, so we have like quite a few options here. So now let's go back to our litters. Alright, and Ghostly Silence. Okay, let's start looking at these guys. Alright. So this one is a Brindle Isabella with red points. That one's a little bit interesting. I don't see many dogs that are just completely solid like that in the Australian Shepherds. Oh my god. Puppy 2, you are mustardy, and I did save another mustard puppy from another litter before. Here's a brindle blue and white with red points. Of course, we do love having a blue, like a almost solid blue. That's nice. Puppy 4, red and white Irish. Okay, that one's boring. Puppy 5, brindle blue with red points. Okay, kind of interesting. Oh, here's one that looks just like Mama. Brindle black with red points. And this one does have the roaning gene, but you just can't really see it. Puppy 7. Puppy 7 looks like a Rottweiler. Yeah, so let's move on to Puppy 8. Puppy 8 is just amber. Okay, interesting. This one does have the heterozygous roan gene and the double brindling. Okay. I'm not really seeing what I expected. And this one looks like Feast on the Wicked, so we're not going to worry about that one at all. Ooh, here we go. This one's cute. Chocolate with tan points. I do like that. Let me see what the genes actually are. Unfortunately, this one does not have roaning. But, wow, you have some great genes, though. So let me see. Puppy 10 is a contender, even despite not having the roaning that I was looking for. Let me just flip back through these and see. Now that this did not have the roaning. I'm looking for the other one that was kind of interesting that had the roaning. Puppy 5. Yeah. Puppy 6 just looks like Mom. Puppy 7. Puppy 7 had roaning, but no brindling. 8. Okay, I think it was 8 that I was also considering. Honestly, of this litter, I'm okay with losing the roaning trait in this one to keep Puppy 10. I like this guy. So we're gonna keep you. And I will occasionally check the chat just to see if anybody is saying hello. So if I go for a while without responding, just give me a couple of minutes and I will be back to it. Okay, our next pairing is going to be Outlaw's Descent and Brownie's Sunday, and we are trying to get double dominant of the Merling and the Roaning in this one. So Outlaw's Descent and Brownie Sunday. There's Brownie. There's Brownie. And then let's find Outlaw's Descent. Okay, gonna breed these two guys. They got 8 puppies, so we still have quite a few. Right. We're just gonna search for $1. Again, I'm gonna vaccinate everybody, skipping the investigations here. And now let's do this gene test. So let's see. Again, excellence all across the board. That's great. Now let me see if we got double dominant, Merling, and Roaning anywhere. We did not. But we did get simultaneous Merle and Roan in Puppy 5. So we are going to take a look at that one. Gosh, nobody else. Puppy 1 had Roaning. So I guess let's go and look. Litters. Here we go. Okay. Wow, Puppy 1 looks crazy. Roaned brindle red and white Irish with black sable. Wow, that one's really interesting. And that one, okay, that one has that roaning gene that I did want to preserve. So that's not too bad. Ooh, puppy 2. Puppy 2 is cute. Roan black and white. Yeah, that's just the roan. It's like, it's kind of interesting, but like, I feel like I could get that from some other litters as well. Okay, black and white Irish, definitely not saving that one. That is boring. Brindle, red and white piebald with black sable. Wow. Okay. Let's see what's going on with you. Okay. That brindle gene doing a lot of work. Puppy 5. Okay, cute. We already have somebody that looks like that. Now, was this... This was the Merle and Roan together. So I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to keep that one. This one's cute. Brindle, chocolate Merle, and white Irish with tan points. Cute, cute. Ooh. Brindle blue Merle with red points. That's pretty. And then, let's see, what was going on with Puppy 8? I thought Puppy 8 had... Did Puppy 8 not have interesting genes? I guess not. Okay. So let's go back. Might keep this crazy guy here. Because we do have that roaning trait. We get to preserve that. So I think we're going to keep you. Puppy 1. So let's go ahead and keep. We're going to save you. Alright, back to the breeding center, and let's see who's the next pair. Okay, the next pairing is going to be Toffee Coffee and Habanero Honey. So where is Hobby? Where is Hobby? Coffee bean latte, ghost pepper honey. There's habanero. Okay. Got a little scared for a second there. Okay. And now let's find Toffee Coffee. Alright, we got 7 puppies. So we're getting a slightly smaller litter this time. Not a big deal. This one clinic is getting so much business today. It's kind of how it goes. Alright, so now let me check. Ooh, I didn't mean to highlight all that. Now let's check excellence all across the board in terms of health. And let's see, did I have anything in particular with them? No, I put just curious. So we are just simply gonna see what we got. Go to the litter. There you guys are. Now let's see what we got. Okay, this one looks like Mama. So, pretty boring. Okay, here we go. We get one with some piebalding, which is nice. Red and white piebald. Boring. They really want me to investigate. Boring. Yeah, Toffee Coffee has always been tough to breed with. She produces some very boring looking puppies, unfortunately. So, wow, okay. So it was between Puppy 7 and Puppy 2, I believe, right? So I'm going to take a closer look at the genes real quick and see if there's anything here I want to preserve. This one actually has the possibility for extreme piebalding to be passed down, so that's something to consider. Puppy 7 also has that possibility. So, do I want to keep... Do I want to keep Puppy 7 or Puppy 2? I think I'm leaning towards Puppy 2, actually. So we're going to keep that one. Okay. Okay. So, we're going through these pretty quickly, but we'll be spending more time sitting with the litters and trying to pick out names for them. So, let's see, our next pairing. Alright, our next pairing is going to be Cocoa Fudge and Wicked Mango. And this is another one where I said I was just curious. So, Cocoa Fudge, Wicked Mango. Wicked Mango right here. And Cocoa Fudge. Let's see if we get anything interesting. I'm honestly not sure if we will. They only got 5 puppies. Oh no, we might be in trouble. We might be in some trouble. Just for funsies, since it's a small litter, I'm gonna go ahead and give them some money, because as you guys can see up here, I have quite a bit of in-game currency. So let's go ahead and do that gene test, and let's see. Okay, good. Excellent health all across the board, so I don't have to worry. Okay. Yeah. Cocoa Fudge, here we go. Puppy 1. Okay, Puppy 1's kind of cute. I really like that ticking. Ticking is definitely a quality I want to preserve in my litters, or in my future progeny. This one's a little different because this one has some brindling going on. So, like, as you can see, here's Puppy 1, like, nice, clean, solid color on the like, tan points. Whereas Puppy 2, it is a little bit mottled. I actually, as much as I like to keep the brindling gene, I don't like that it's so dark, and it's hard to see the differentiation. So this one's boring. I literally already have a puppy like this. Boring, again. I mean, yeah, because Puppy 1 at least has ticking, and then Puppy 5, boring. Okay, so this one's really easy. We're going to keep Puppy 1. So let's keep you. Back to our breeding center. We are just flying through this. This is amazing. Because I actually know how to play the game now. It had been a really long time since the last time I played Furry-Paws. Like, the last time I played it was literally when I was a child. So it has been quite some time. Let's see who our next pairing is. The next pairing is going to be Galaxy Fudge and Brownie Sundae. Now, this one I was actually apparently trying to save quite a bit. I was trying to get the combination piebald gene, and I was also trying to get double dominant roaning. So let's see if I can manage to do that. So Galaxy Fudge and Brownie Sundae. Where's our little brownie? There's Brownie and Galaxy Fudge. Okay, yeah, okay, so these guys, they both have some roaning, so we should be able to get that roaning trait. Oh, but they only have 4 puppies. Oof. Oof. In trouble, yet again. Let's pick another clinic that's only 100. We're just gonna do that. Do some charity work today. Oof, okay. Also, the first 2 puppies are the only ones with all excellence across the board. This is actually the first time tonight that we've gotten any puppies that had less than excellent in any one of these spots. So if I'm just looking at this, let's see, I wanted that double piebalding. Oh, but I didn't get that, but I did get that in another litter, so that's okay. Wow, and surprisingly, we didn't get any roans at all in this. So this may really just come down to health. So I think it's gonna have to be between Puppy 1 and Puppy 2, just for the sake of health. Puppy 1 at least has some piebalding and merling going on that we could work with. So let's look at this litter. Oh my god, I'm like forgetting which one we just did. Okay, Puppy 1's kind of interesting looking, actually. Red Merle and white with blue sable. That is interesting. Like, it's a little bit ugly, but, like, it's interesting. The blue eyes help, for sure. So, okay. That one's decent. Now let's look at Puppy 2. Yeah, Puppy 2 is just dark, red Merle and white with chocolate sable. And just for curiosity, let's look at the other two. Oh wow, okay. Yeah, Puppy 3, we get an Isabella. And there's Puppy 4. So, easy choice. We're going to keep Puppy 1, just because it's a little bit different than what I've had. So, keeping you. Great! Great! We love that. Okay. So, let's look now at our chart. Next up, we've only got 3 more pairings, you guys. So, next is going to be Double Stuff and Banana Toffee. And it looks like for this one, I was trying really hard to focus on getting a heterozygous trait for gene 0, which is for the eye color, because it's very limited in my current population to have recessives for this particular trait. And when you have double recessive for the eye trait, it means that the eye color ignores the presence of a Merle gene. So I just want some variation. And then it looks like I was also trying to get double extreme piebald, and maybe some ticking as well. So we're just gonna see. We're gonna combine these two, Double Stuff and Banana Toffee. Where is Banoffee? Hello? I am just like blind here. I'm having the hardest time seeing it. Where is Banoffee? There you are. And Stuff. So you can see Double Stuff is like very boring. Just a very classic dog. Banana Toffee is adorable. So let's go ahead and breed. We got 7 puppies. Okay, there's hope. There is hope. Now let's go back. I know there are some clinics that also do $5, so let's search for one of them. Okay, do that. And let's do the gene test. Okay, we have some variation with the health, as to be expected, because Double Stuff was she was a Gen 1 dog, meaning I generated her randomly from the system. And so, of course, Gen 1 dogs, they're going to have, like, lower stats, worse health, that kind of thing. So I wasn't expecting anything great. Now, let me see. I was trying to get Extreme Piebald. Let me see if I got that anywhere. I did. Puppy 5 and Puppy 6. Okay. Ugh, really sucks because they have, like, only one excellent health point, but I can fix that. I can fix them. I can fix him. What else was I looking for? And then I was looking for, I was looking for the eye gene. I don't know if I'm gonna get it. I don't know if I'm gonna get it. Oh. Puppy 6. Okay, so Puppy 6 is going to be the one that we have to keep for this, I believe. We're going to look at everybody else, though. We are going to look at everybody else. There it is. Banoffee and Oreo. Puppy 1, cute. Isabella and white with ticking. I don't have a dog that looks exactly like that. Yeah. Puppy 2, boring. Puppy 3, have a dog that looks like that. Puppy 4, was Puppy 4? No. Oh god, I can't remember. Maybe it was Puppy 5. Here we go. Yeah. Here's our Extreme Piebald. And, oh, this one does not have the eyes, though. Oof. Oof. But look how cute. Look how cute when they're an extreme piebald and they have some ticking. That's adorable. Here's our extreme piebalds. Oh, and this one does have the, like, the heterozygous trait. But, oh god, how boring. I can't keep a boring puppy. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Can't do it. Alright, puppy 5 has to be our keeper. This one's just too interesting to pass up. You're adorable. Save puppy 5. Okay, let's go on to our last 2. This is so exciting. I have been waiting so long to be able to do this. Alright. Yeah, so we get to play with my favorite right now. We get to play with Minty. Paper named Mint Chip. So we're putting Mint Chip and Wicked Mango together, and this one I did put Just Curious, because I don't really have anything in particular that I'm looking for. So Wicked Mango and Mint Chip. Where are ya? Wicked Mango. And you've probably noticed we're using some of the studs twice. And that is okay. I did already plan all of this out. It's gonna be okay. Alright, then look at Minty. She's so cute. She's so cute with that blue Merle and the ticking and all like the little chocolatey stuff going on. She's so cute. I love her so much. They had 9 puppies. That's great. Okay, clinics. Now let's search for one. We'll search for another $5 one. There wasn't another one. Yeah, here we go. False Hokage, what? We're gonna vaccinate. I'm gonna do our gene test. Let's look at our health. Excellent health all across the board. We're just curious. We want to see what's going on. Alright, Minty. Let's see. Let's see what you ended up getting for us. Ooh! Litter quality 252. That's amazing. That is amazing. So Wicked Mango and Mint Chip, what did y'all do? Look at this blue and white with red points and ticking. Interesting. Boring. Kind of interesting. Isabella in white with tan points and ticking. I think an Isabella with silver points could probably look really pretty. But it is hard to find that. I don't actually remember if the Australian Shepherds carry the silver gene. Not the like main silver gene that overrides everything else and makes the dog solid white, but like the silver coat, or the other silver gene that's further down the line. Anyway. Puppy 4, kind of boring. Boring. Getting so many that look like that. Boring. And this looks like one of the ones that I kept from another litter. Boring. Wow, I'm so surprised. I thought they would have had a much cuter litter. So let me see. You were pretty interesting. So let's see what kind of traits we have here. Just Irish tan point, double ticking, so that's nice. And you do have the Lala, which just means they have large litters every time. So let me look through the first few again, because I think, oh, this one was also kind of interesting to me. The Isabella in white, and let me see if there was anything particularly outstanding about those traits. Not really. So it's kind of between puppy 3 and puppy 1. Wow, because I've had Isabella's before. Let's keep this blue guy. Let's keep this blue guy here. We're gonna keep you. Okay. I think we're on to our last pairing, if I'm not mistaken. We are, yes. So, the last pairing is going to be banana stracciatella and French vanilla pie. And let's see, it looks like for this one I wrote down maybe to look for like a heterozygous roaning and then a fawn gene. So, let's just see what happens with French vanilla pie and banana stracciatella. And where are you? Look at stracciatella. She's beautiful. She's beautiful. 10 puppies, yes. Let's go. Let's go. Clinics. Let's look at most $10 and see what happens. Here's a $2 clinic we haven't been to. Let's go to We Love Dogs. Hello. Hello, friends. Test. Yes, okay. Excellence all across the board. We do have a lot of... Okay, Puppy 8 has the heterozygous roaning and the double fawn gene. Also has a hidden extreme piebald gene, so that's pretty cool. Let me see. Who else is double? Who else is roan and double? Puppy 6, Puppy 5, Puppy 4. Wow, we just have our pick of the litter here. Honestly, let's go, man. Let's go. Let's look at these guys. Okay. 236, also really good. Oh, wow. Roaned brindle chocolate and white Irish with tan points. Yeah, you have the roaning and the double fawn gene, which is nice. Here we go. We have like an Isabella with some roaning. Okay, okay. Looks like brownie sundae, kind of. Oh, this one's cute. This one's so cute. Isabella with the tan points and ticking. Oh my goodness, this one's muddy. Yeah, yeah. Okay, also kind of muddy. Eh. Ooh. Eh, not really interested. Brown Isabella in white. Tan points. Here's another really chocolatey guy. Golly, was Puppy 1 it? Wait, no, not Puppy 1. Oh god, I never remember. I'm lost. Oh yeah, no, Puppy 4 I thought was pretty cute. Puppy 4 is a cutie. And you do have a hidden extreme piebald gene. You have roaning. Oh, interesting. So you have the roaning, but you don't see it. Okay, so definitely gonna keep Puppy 4 then. That's a no-brainer in that case. Great! Oh my gosh, okay. Super fun. So now that we have bred all of the mamas that we had for today, because the other ones that I have, they're a little too young. So you can see over here their age is 43, all of these other ones. These are from the first breeding stream that I did. And they are too young. I don't really want to breed them until they're at least 90 days old. I think if you want to get like the absolute maximum benefits, you wait until they're like 98 days for the first breeding, and then after that they are in line for their second breeding. Because on Furry-Paws, after you have bred a female 2 times, the litter quality goes down. So you only get your best quality litters in those first 2. So if you're really just trying to breed to improve stats, then you don't want to breed your females more than twice. I did break that rule in with this strain here because I didn't yet know that when I was first playing the game, so I did kind of mess up a little bit. But you know, it's fine because I'm just going to correct it in the future. So let's go flipping through these litters, and we're going to look at their parents and try to give these guys some kind of name. The name I may end up like tweaking a little bit later on, but I'm gonna do my best. So let's see here. So Wicked Mango and Mint Chip. I think what I want to do is I just want to go ahead and open separate tabs so I can look at their full history. Okay, so from Wicked Mango and Mint Chip, this is who we were keeping, and he is a boy. Uh, hmm. So let's see. If we look at Minty, she's so cute. Minty, yeah, you were of Bananas Foster and Cocoa Fudge. Wicked Mango, you were of Wind Waker and Feast on the Wicked. And there was the where the mango came from and the wicked part, I guess, for Feast on the Wicked. Okay. So we've got some mango, we have some banana, we have some fudge. Mango, banana, fudge. Let's see. Hmm. Let's see. I do see something kind of fudgy here a little bit, even though it's like blue, but hmm. And there was that like sunset from one of their lines, so maybe we could go with something that's like sunsetty, like sunset fudge, or I don't know, because we had bananas Foster, we got mint chip. Huh. We probably should go with something that's related to mint. So what if um we went with like mint sunset or something? Mint sunset, mint twilight, mint dusk. Kind of like that. How about full name Wicked Mint Dusk? There we go. Wicked Mint Dusk. Okay. So now we're going to go to this litter and go to our general information. So this is the litter with Wicked Mango and Cocoa Fudge. And we decided to keep puppy number 1. So let's see. I have Wicked Mango open, but let me go ahead and open Cocoa Fudge and see her history. I think, now was Cocoa Fudge, did I generate her? I did. So she has no pedigree, actually. Okay, and we were keeping this one. We could probably just go with like Wicked Cocoa. I think something like that would work. And then let me look at, I'm looking at Wicked Mango's history again, to see if there's anything else I want to pull from that. Um, let's see, Wicked Cocoa. Let's pull that sunset in there. Let's do that. 'Cause she's a girl, so that's kind of nice and girly. So let's go with Wicked Cocoa Sunset. Wicked Cocoa Sunset. That's kind of pretty. Oh, why did I do that? I didn't even have to. I could have just clicked next. I'm sorry. Okay, now, Bananas Foster and Feast on the Wicked. I know that they both have some previous lineage. They are not Gen 1s. And we decided to keep Puppy 7. Okay, this guy was really interesting. So let's look at, or she's a girl. Let's look at Bananas Foster's pedigree. Let's see, we had Francis, Reba, Slate, Fanciest Desire. Bear, wreck my plans. Okay. And then Feast on the Wicked had like a lot of stuff going on. We had Hunter, we had Wicked Lady, Rich Man's Feast, Dinner for Two, and then just named after stats and traits. Great. We love that. So let's see. Rich, Dinner for Two, um, Fancy. Okay. Fanciest Desire. See. And then we had ultimately Bananas Foster. Huh. I'm kind of thinking like Fanciest Feast for Two. I think that could be kind of cute. Yeah, why not? Okay. We are gonna call you, and you're a girl. So, Fanciest Feast for Two. And then we'll call her Fancy for short. That'd be adorable, right? Okay, next up was Brownie Sundae and Galaxy Fudge. So let me close these tabs real quick. I'm gonna open Brownie Sundae and Galaxy Fudge. We're probably gonna call them Fudge Brownie, depending on what they look like. So we kept Puppy 1. Yeah, Fudge Brownie is probably gonna work. Let's see. Brownie was of Dawn, Chestnut, Condor, Owl. Okay, so we have some like bird themes going on here. And then Fudge, Galaxy Fudge, was of Cocoa Fudge, Stick with Family, Make It to the Sunrise, Sky Can't Stop Me. I think we're just gonna go with Fudge Brownie for you. And let's see here, boy. Yeah. Let me see if there's any other word that I can like add in to the name. Hmm. What about chestnut? We'll go with Chestnut Fudge Brownie. And Chestnut will be your short name. Great. I don't know why I'm saying it like that, but we're almost to the end of the stream, so we're just trying to fly through these names here. It's going to be even more complicated when we do future litters because they're going to have even more dogs. That's going to be a lot. So now we have Brownie Sundae and Outlaw's Descent. Outlaw's Descent short name is Espresso, by the way, not Espresso. Brownie Sundae, Outlaw's Descent. Oh my god, we're keeping this crazy one right here. Okay, we got a lot going on. So, again, Brownie Sundae with the chestnut and the birds, and then Espresso. Harry, Wicked Gravity, Wicked Outlaw, Spanish Moss. Uh, hmm. Yeah, okay. I kind of like the whole outlaw thing. I want to work with that. Outlaw. Hmm. So I call you like Espresso Outlaw, um, Brownie Sunday. Let me see. Brownie Sunday. Dawn. Wicked Outlaw Sunday. Hmm. This is a tough one. Let's see. Okay, you know how people sometimes say, oh, it's just another Tuesday for them? I'm thinking maybe like just another Outlaw Sunday. I think that could work. Just another Outlaw Sunday. Yeah, that'll be cute. We don't know what the short name's going to be yet because there's a lot to pick from, but I'll work on that later. Okay, for this litter, we have French vanilla pie and banana stracciatella. So I'm going to close these. Okay. French vanilla pie. Let's go ahead and open your family tree and banana stracciatella. And then we were keeping this one. Okay, I think keeping this puppy for them was really appropriate. Let's see. French vanilla pie. Um, Eyes on the prize. Batman. Chadwick made out of the blue. More eyes on the prize. Okay. So we have this like prize, fan, prize, pie. Stracciatella was of Bananas Foster and Ghostly Silence. Um, let's see. Have like something. I know it's Glaukos, but we could go with glucose to keep it sweets themed. So let's see. Glucose, pie, stracciatella. Hmm. And then we're looking at you. Oh, man, what do we do? Do we call you like glucose vanilla pie? Is that too much? Um, do we call you banana cream pie? Yeah, maybe we just call you banana cream pie. Because you kind of a little banana-y. Yeah. Let's go with banana cream pie. And we're probably just going to call you pie for short. I know. I know what y'all are thinking. Don't say it. I'm not going to. And get banned? Please. No. We're not talking about it. We are in denial. Okay. Now we have French vanilla pie and ghostly silence. And we decided to keep this one. Okay. So back to French vanilla pie. We have that eyes on the prize and Batman and maid and stuff. Whatever. We got some weird stuff going on. Then, with ghostly silence, we get to see a little further back. So we have some like rumors going on. Um, Rhodonite, onyx. Okay, they were like naming y'all after stones at one point. Lost in silence, lost in rumors, ghostly rumors, ghost rumors. Ghost rumors, silence. I don't know. Excuse me, I gotta wipe my little nose. Ghost rumors, silence. Made. Prize. Um, yeah, because we could go something along the lines of like French silk pie, because that definitely looks appropriate. Is there a ghost pie? Is that a thing? Uh, Maybe prized French silk? I don't even think we have to have pie in the name. Let's go with that. We'll go with prized French silk. Beautiful. And then we'll probably call you Silk for short. That'd be cute. I'm not mad at it. I'm not. Ooh, we gotta hurry. Oh my goodness. Okay, habanero honey and toffee coffee. Now, toffee coffee, I'm pretty sure is Gen 1. So, we're keeping you. Um, habanero, let me see, what was your history? Ooh, yeah. Habanero honey has some interesting lineage. So we've got this like fire demon, Miles from Gloom, Mango Sunset, Graham. We got a lot to work with here. Toffee coffee. Yeah, you were just you. Let's see. So, toffee, habanero honey, fire demon, Graham, and then you look like this. Um, kind of want to call you something like graham cracker or something. Maybe graham toffee. How about honey graham toffee? I think that's appropriate. Yeah, honey graham toffee. And then Graham will be your name for short because you boy. You boy. I hope I spelled Graham right. I think I did. Yeah. General. Okay, here we go. Banoffee and double stuff. Double stuff, I'm quite sure is a Gen 1, but I will look anyway just to do it. So Banoffee and Oreo made this thing. Cute. Banoffee of Bananas Foster and Toffee Coffee, unsurprisingly. Double stuff, no history whatsoever. So, yeah, it's pretty straightforward of Banoffee and Oreo. Um, so I know that there actually is a toffee Oreo. So let me see if there's like something else I can add to it. Not really. Not really. Hmm, I guess we'll just call you Toffee Oreo. Really simple, but there's that. Toffee Oreo. Gosh, is there anything else I could do that's like a little more fun? Toffee Oreo with banana. No. Double stuff. Hmm. I think, yeah, we'll just add coffee just to make it sound a little bit sillier, just to give it some oomph. So we're gonna go with Toffee Oreo coffee. Okay, how many letters do we have left? General. Oh, okay, that was the last one. Yeah, so we've named everybody. Yay! Okay. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna do the final little show of all of our puppies. So I'm just gonna start like opening these guys in a new tab, and then we're just gonna show everybody off. Next letter. Here we go. Next letter. Sorry, it's gonna take me a minute to open all these guys up because we did make quite a few puppies. Yeah, okay, I think that's the last one there, right? No, this is the last one. Okay, all right. So let's do our little slideshow right at 8 o'clock. So today we got Wicked Mint Dusk, Wicked Cocoa Sunset, Fanciest Feast for Two, Chestnut Fudge Brownie, Just Another Outlaw Sundae, Banana Cream Pie, Prized French Silk, Honey Graham Toffee, and Toffee Oreo Coffee. So those are all of our dogs that we got. Um, yeah, thank you if you tuned in at all for a minute. I appreciate it so much. Um, the next the next breeding stream that we're going to be doing, I'm actually going to check my calendar here because I don't want to give the wrong date. Okay, yeah, so the next breeding stream is going to be on February 26th, and we are going to be breeding Icelandic sheepdogs. They are super, super cute. They're just like little fluffy guys. Um, and they have some slightly different genetics available to them than Australian Shepherds. They do not have any merling patterns, I believe, from what I've seen. There's like a couple other things they're missing, but they do have mask and I think grizzle as well, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, yeah, they're super cute, and I've been starting to raise them. Like I started a while ago with them actually, so they will be ready on February 26th. And I actually did an entirely purely Gen 1 line. So I went and I randomly generated 24 dogs, 12 males, 12 females, and we're gonna breed them all together. Our first focus is going to be on breeding for better health in the dogs, but you still get to see all the interesting puppies that come out of it. So it's going to be a really fun stream, and so I hope to see you guys back for that one. That will, of course, with all of my other gaming streams, will be on a Thursday night, 7 p.m. Central Time. Um, so yeah, again, thanks so much for joining me, and I am going to go ahead and log off here, and yeah, I'll see you guys next week.